My name is Polly Purvis, and I'm a sculptor using different mixed media. I began as a photographer doing black and white darkroom photography back in the late 90s. The more I worked in photography, the more I felt the need to expand into more of a three-dimensional art form. There's an artist who lived in New York in the 40s and 50s who haunted salvage yards, of which there were many during that time in the New York City area. And he did very rough, heavy pieces that were very ugly in a way to a lot of people, because they took these machines, these rusted machines, and he put them together, welded them together. When he was discovered and had shows, you'd walk into these white cube galleries, and here was these incredibly rusted pieces sitting there, but they had their own beauty, and I just fell in love with them, and it really inspired me to use recycled materials and industrial metals, hard metals. So I wanted to take my photographs and make them into a new form, and make them into a sculptural form. So they became sort of photo constructions, I call them. Several pieces in the gallery right now, especially the earlier ones, use my black and white silver prints, and they're incorporated into these heavy pieces of industrial work. Yeah, the totems are the earliest pieces. There are 3 of them in this show, and they're a great example of combining my photographs with industrial work, industrial pieces. From then on, I began my Queen series, and that took some different forms, from ideas of privilege and actually a silliness in loyalty to a ruling class figure in a way. And it sort of morphed into ideas of fossil fuel use. And I have a piece in the show that is the Queen's Consort, which is all about, it's got these tiny sewing machine oil cans, and it's all about fossil fuel use and really the destruction of the ecosystem. There's another piece behind us that Night Terror is an enormous piece of anthracite, which is a cousin to coal. Again, about threatened ecosystems in my work, ecosystems. And that incorporates, in a circular way, a mask that's Native American mask, also from British Columbia. Yeah, I think basically my connection to their ideas, which are really my ideas, also goes back to collecting materials and having respect for the land and ecology generally, and just sort of thinking along the way of climate change and how threatened we are with that, and how with fossil fuels we're just using up the world's resources in really destructive ways. So part of my work that I'm so drawn to is recycling and recycling pieces that I find and that I'm drawn to.